Welcome back to Unstable TV, and you're through to Irish Couple Reacts, and do stay tuned because this happens every week.
So if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of these videos. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you!
Thanks for joining us for another react! So Danielle, what are we reacting to on Unstable TV?
So we are going to be taking a look at what it's like to be a billionaire in India.
This was a suggestion from...
So, without further ado, let's go!
While China and the United States have been battling it out on who houses the most billionaires,
Man's got money.
years, India has been ranking in more and more members into the uber elite class. Yet, at the same time, the wealth gap between the rich and the average Indian citizen is increasing. But what is life like for the rich in the Asian country? Well, that's what we're going to explore today. We'll examine the perks and struggles of holding a fortune in India, and we'll see some of the most exorbitant purchases that have taken place in India. So, let's get started. Between 2010 to 2017, India was reportedly adding a new billionaire into their ranks every 33 days on average. Back in 2000, the nation had only 9 billionaires. In 2017, the nation had 101 billionaires residing within. According to Forbes' most recent look at countries with the most billionaires, India now has 140 billionaires. This figure puts them in third place in the world rankings, beating Germany, which has 136 billionaires. At the time of the list being published, India's richest held a collective $596 billion between them. This was a 90% increase from the previous year, when it was $313 billion. The person that tops India's richest list is Mukesh Ambani. He made his fortune being the majority shareholder and chairman of the conglomerate Reliance Industries. The company also created one of the country's biggest telecommunication companies, Jio. Due to all this, at the time of writing, Ambani has an estimated net worth of $79.7 billion, making him the richest person in India and in all of Asia. Currently, the second richest person in India is Gautam Adani and his mustache game is on point. The majority of his fortune stems from being the founder and chairman of Adani Group. He also owns the coal mine Abbott Point, and has a 74% stake in Mumbai International Airport. At the time of writing, he and his family have an estimated net worth of $55.9 billion. The industrialist Shiv Nadar made his cash from co-founding the IT firm HCL Technologies. Like Jeff Bezos' Amazon, HCL was also created in a garage. Due to forming HCL, Nadar is currently the third richest person in India. At the time of writing, he has a net worth of $25.6 billion. On top of his business acumen, Nadar has also funneled a reported $662 million into his Shiv Nadar Foundation. The rich in India are seemingly looking to leave the country. In 2015, it was discovered by New World Wealth that India had the second highest number of millionaires leaving their country. Number one was China. Between 2000 and 2014, 61,000 of India's top earners had moved abroad. The favored nations to move to include the US, the UK, Australia, and the UAE. The reasons for leaving stem from security concerns, tax increases, and the desire for better education
for their
children.
Yeah, let's just call it what it is. It's tax, that's what you don't know.
For newer pastures. The citizen residency advisory firm Henley & Partners claimed in February 2021 that Indian nationals were the most active in inquiring with them on such programs as citizenship by investment or residence by investment. This is essentially when a person will receive citizenship or permission to reside within a country in exchange for financial investment of some kind. The top countries that Indians thought about going to include Canada, Portugal, and Austria. One of the most popular packages in Europe is the Portugal Golden Residence Permit Program. As long as a person spends at least 350,000 euros, or $12,000 on real estate, they will get a residence permit. As for the expensive items that India's richest have splashed the cash on, we first have Antilia Tower. It's billed as the most expensive home in the world. So with a title like that, of course it's the home of the richest Indian national, Mukesh Ambani. With 27 stories, the tower was constructed in 2010 and overlooks the city of Mumbai. Some features include 3 helipads, a 50-seat cinema, and a grand ballroom. According to one of the architects on the project,
that doesn't come in any comparison to the Trump Tower.
No.
Yet there's been claims of it being as high as $5 billion. In 2010, for 1 month, it was discovered that the electricity bill was a massive $109,000. When people from loaded families get married, they like to go all out when it comes to their special day. In 2016, Brahmani, the daughter of Gali Janardana Reddy, was getting married, so they held a 5-day lavish wedding. Altogether, the event reportedly cost around
just for an event.
$1 million. This drew the Indian citizens as this happened during a cash flow crisis. Brahmani's sari is said to have cost $2.5 million, while the jewelry she wore amounted to $13 million. Then in 2018, there was the Ambani Piramal wedding. Isha, the daughter of Mukesh Ambani, married Anand, the son of billionaire Ajay Piramal. A number of celebrities were guests, including Hillary Clinton, Deepika Padukone, and Sachin Tendulkar. Even Beyonce was there to perform. There were reports that the wedding cost up to $100 million.
Beyonce and everything at the wedding.
Others claim it was closer to $15
million. They can't even get Garth Brooks.
Private jets have always been a favorite toy amongst
billionaires.
In
just a toy.
Consulting
just
firm
a toy.
Frost & Sullivan claimed that 12% of the world's private plane market was made up of Indian nationals. In that same year, around 142 planes were estimated to be owned by Indians.
We get like toy tractors and stuff. These guys, you know, they're on private jet.
In value. Canadian
we are not the same.
Estimated to deliver 1,215 planes to India between 2000
and
2033. The managing director and chairman of the Raymond Group, Gautam Singhania, had his net worth estimated as high as $1.4 billion in his career. He happens to be one such billionaire that has a plane. In 2016, he reportedly owned a Bombardier Challenger 600. At the time, these jets cost up
I love the way he's talking about it. That's something you just go up and pick from the shelf in the store. Like, it's just an everyday thing. Like,
the wealth isn't exactly trickling down to the average
this
citizen.
Is the horrible part.
In fact, all the extra capital for the billionaires has actually increased the inequality gap. In 2018, Oxfam examined the growing divide in India. They found that the top 10% of the country's wealthiest controlled 77% of the total national wealth, with 73% of the wealth generated going to the top 1%.
Yeah.
While the poorest half of the population only saw their wealth increase by 1%. Oxfam found that for a minimum wage worker in rural India to reach the yearly salary of a highly paid executive, it would take that worker 941 years. After all, the lowest paid citizens often make less than $5.
That's not right, $5 a day.
Like, that is horrible.
Has worked in India's billionaires' favor. In the space of a year from 2020
like, they can easily give some of their money off.
The wealthy had their net worths increase massively. Mukesh Ambani's reportedly rose as much as $15 billion, while Gautam Adani's net worth increased by $13 billion. By the end of 2020, the top 1% of earners reportedly controlled 40.5% of the nation's wealth, a rise of 7% from 2000, according to Credit Suisse. Final fact finish. The most expensive piece of art created by an Indian artist was sold in March 2021. Via the auction house Saffron Art, the untitled work of V.S. Gaitande from 1961 went for around $5.5 million.
Wow.
That record was very nearly short-lived, as the 1931 work titled In the Lady's Enclosure by Amrita Shergill was sold in July 2021 for $5.4 million. Thanks for watching.
Where do we sell our art for that?
We have to make art first.
Oh yeah. First of all, big shout out to the original content creator, and thanks again for the suggestion. Now, we will say one thing, this is kind of gearing towards what we wanted to see, because as horrible and disgusting it is to see, we are getting both sides.
Yeah.
For a change, we're seeing both sides of the coin here. And it's horrible that they're on $5 per day, and there's no need for anyone to have a billion.
No, I mean, fair enough. They're making their own money. Yeah. That's fine. But help people out while they're at it. Like, $1 billion can last so many lifetimes just for one person.
Yeah.
Like, come on, do good with the money.
At least take them out of home conditions, like get them a proper home, like that would cost none. Like, yeah, I'd say his electricity bill in that tower alone would get some of the Indian population a nice home.
That'd be building a small estate, really.
And he's paying that for electricity. Like, I know he makes some money, but come on, like 77%, they control 77% of the wealth. That's horrible to see. Like, I get they're making employment, you know, they are making the companies and all that, but at least help your fellow people out. Like, don't leave them behind.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, there's no point getting anywhere if you can't get back.
No, exactly, there's not. And especially when you're making that much money. 100 million on a wedding, come on.
Yeah.
Beyonce is not that expensive to hire out.
Like that day alone for that wedding, right? Look, yeah, again, we come back to, yeah, you earn the wealth, you enjoy yourself, but come on, how much could you have changed with that?
Yeah,
like, and that was a one-day event.
Yeah.
Like, at least if you were having the event, you could have brought all that population in, they could have got, fed for the day and everything.
There is some people that do that though.
Yeah,
there is.
Tata.
Yeah, but there's other people than Justin as well that do invite and help out. We're not saying that every billionaire doesn't help or doesn't give to charity or doesn't do anything like that. We're not saying that at all. But when you see stuff like that, it's a bit annoying. It's like, you know what I mean?
It's very frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
It's very frustrating when, you know, like the country itself has that many billionaires in it and there's a lot of people living this horrible.
Yeah. And we're also not just saying this about the Indian population.
Yeah.
We're saying this about the world in general.
Yeah, global.
Like, Jeff Bezos could also help a lot of people. Like, a lot of people. But he's gone to space instead.
Yeah, like he could literally solve world hunger.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. Same with Bill Gates and everything.
But then again, it does come back to the fact that it is their money.
Yeah.
And they earn it themselves. It's up to them how they spend it. We can just talk about it because billions a lot of money. 21 million for a plane.
No, sorry. A toy.
Oh, a toy. Sorry, yeah, exactly. Their toy is like, come on.
Yeah. Let us know down below in the comments what you guys think. Like, what did this video cover that? Did it give a good insight or could have had more? What do you feel could have been added? What do you want to tell us that we should know?
Yeah.
Don't be shy to tell us down below. Even if it's a harsh truth, tell us down below. Because we want to learn much as we want to understand. Because, you know, as we've mentioned in previous videos, our media doesn't give us the insight. That's why we're on here trying to find out.
And if there's any billionaires watching this,
help us out.
let us know too.
And we'll leave you with our 2 cents.
So as always, you are the beautiful people of YouTube and we have been Unstable TV.
So drop a comment below and let us know what you thought of this reaction video. And if you have any suggestions for us to do, let us know too.
And as always, we will see you in the next one. Bye.